Do you often think that you're never good enough? Having that feeling that no matter what you do or accomplish, there's always going to be someone better than you? Today, I'm going to help change the way you think about yourself. Here are a few effective ways on how you can stop comparing yourself to the rest of the world. Instead, let's put that energy back on ourselves so we can efficiently achieve what we want in our lives and learn to affirm ourselves in the process. I'll be breaking them down into 4 crucial points, so let's walk through them together. Number 1, learn to focus on what we can do about ourselves instead of what others can do better than us. You know how the saying goes that the only competitor that we have is really ourselves? So often we think that we're in a race with people, when in reality, everyone has their own path and journey. We are our only competition. The reason to why we don't think that we are better than people and then fall into self-doubt is because we don't think that we can become better people. But when you start cultivating the I can always become better and work on myself mindset, you will find that you will always win in life. Because you're always challenging yourself to become greater and stronger. When all you have in your vision is that image of you that you're crafting constantly, you won't have so much space and time to focus on other people. Therefore, be hungry and eager for improvement, not comparison. Number 2, be grateful for what you have and see that others don't possess your very own qualities. Practicing gratitude has to be your own reminder since no one else in the world can do it for you. We are responsible for our own choices of feelings and thoughts. This is why I choose to write my journal so I can practice appreciation a lot more and stop looking at what others have that I do not. Well, don't worry if you realize that you lack this habit or there are just many things that you haven't been doing. You are already on the right track just by tuning in content of self-development. All you have to do now is to start instilling all this knowledge you have in your life by actualizing and practicing. Here I have a video where I shared about some very helpful ways on how I constantly practice gratitude and mindfulness. So you can skip some pathways that I took just to learn the importance of it. Everything that I share on my channel is always what I personally experienced, and I love to know that my battles can help people that are along this journey. Number 3 is to limit usage of social media. Don't let what you see on social media define your terms of success and happiness, and that's what a lot of people have been doing, including me in the past. If you find yourself unable to handle what you see, cut down your screen time on certain platforms. I stopped watching so many Instagram stories, so many YouTube videos that I don't think are contributing to my growth or well-being. You are what you feed yourself. At first, I thought that watching different content and random videos were just a form of leisure until I realized that I was already unconsciously buying their stories and products. Meaning unrealistic expectations and craving the need to constantly need more and want more. That led to me having the scarcity mindset that I'm always lacking. Every time I see a more successful person or someone who's just living a more comfortable life than me, I'll find myself jumping into the false assumption that I don't measure up. And with that kind of mentality, I could never measure up. No matter how well I'm actually doing, I could never see it because I was just blinded by what I saw. In reality, I'm already so blessed and abundant. This is why I think that abundance only comes when you have an abundant mindset. Knowing you are enough always. Therefore, always come back to the real world of you yourself and the people around you, not the world that you think you live in. Lastly, cultivate a sense of compassion towards yourself and the rest of the world. Did you realize that we often spend most time judging ourselves and others, like what they do, what they shouldn't do? Have you ever wondered why? It's simply because we don't empathize with our very own imperfections and the journey that we're walking. How do we understand the pain and challenges of others when we barely treat ourselves kindly? And that is completely okay. But I just want you to know that you deserve more than this. When you think that you yourself is enough, others will no longer be a problem to you. What you see that makes you feel unfair or unjust is just a reflection of how you treat others and how you treat yourself. We stop our tendency to compare ourselves with others when we slow down and are able to see that everyone is a work in process and acknowledge that so are we ourselves. Having this sense of compassion can only happen when you're able to practice mindfulness constantly in your everyday lives and to be aware of the patterns and habits that you have. And many times you'll find that a lot of the patterns and habits that you have are not serving you at all. Align yourself with your inner world so you can choose the outer world that you want to be in. In my content, you discover my journey of self-development and how my healthy habits have drastically changed and transformed my life. From being a depressed and lonely individual, I've now grown to find my purpose in life, which is to empower more of us to create a limitless life of possibilities. So do join me to unlock your very own version and potential of limitless possibilities more and more on my content and on my next video. Bye!